It's usually to yourself. Don't twist it. It's up and down. You usually don't see the door in the background. Okay, now who put this in? Who put that? Right, Shalom. This is the I.S.U.P.K in the UK. And the commanding general YAHANNA started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. It's the officer Karafia speaking on the I.S.U.P.K. It'll be Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 7 to 9 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, 7 to 9 p.m. Also, we have a food program. You know what I mean? If you're black, Hispanic, you know, native, in quarter school, if you need some food, man, you know what I mean? We can work something out for you, man. You know what I mean? For a small donation, you can get some food. Also, you know, we'll work it out, man. If you got no money, we'll work something out, man. Try to get some more donation. But if you don't have it, we just call the school, man. We'll iron it out, man. But yeah, just make sure you call the school if you're hungry. You know what I mean? You know, a lot of our people don't have money. Just put the pride aside, man. You know what I mean? Put the pride aside. Start going to what's it called? Start going to ASDA when you know you can't be there for the ASDA money. You know what I mean? You're like too prideful, man. Let's go, man. Just contact your brothers, man. And we'll feed you. So that's what we're here for, man. That's what our job is. Also, this Saturday, 3 p.m. is the Feast of Hanukkah. Make sure you're there. You know what I mean? It's a Feast of Hanukkah. It's a Memorial Day when our people killed the Greeks, man. The Greeks came to our land and slaughtered many of our people, man. Put pig on the altar. Ain't that disrespectful? A big disrespect, man. And guess what? We're going to the same day that we took the pig off the altar and ran them out of our land, ran them out of our temple, man. That's what we're going to celebrate. Saturday, you know what I mean? We're going to celebrate that day, man. You have the wine, the drinks, the children, music. The same way the white man celebrates, but look at V-Day, the victory when he won World War One and World War Two, man. They celebrate. Why is it when we celebrate the death of our enemy, we're barbaric? Why when we celebrate the death of Africans in which we call the Passover, we're barbaric? But the oppressor can celebrate the day he won the Nazis, man. When he beat the Germans, man. But when we do, we're wrong. Like, oh man, your guy's evil, man. He killed the firstborn of all Egyptians, man, woman, and child. What kind of sick book is this, man? Meanwhile, the man that you love so much, he drops bombs on Japanese babies, man. You know what I mean? General Muhammad got a class on it, man. But the bomb was so hot, it burnt a woman's shadow into the wall, man. So you see a shadow of a little girl skipping, and the bomb was so hot, you see the outline, skipping rope, the ladder, everything, man. You see the other one? You see the other one? Oh, you gotta see it, man. The bomb was that hot. It burnt her bones and body into the wall, and it's there to this day. She was mid jump. You see her ponytails, the bubbles, everything burnt into the wall, man. I'm sure if you Google it, you can find it. That's what he did. That's what they did to win World War One and Two, and they celebrate that day every 11th day of the 11th month at 11 o'clock. They have a 1 minute silence, man. The Queen herself come down to central London and puts a wreath of poppies on the cenotaph in central London. And guess what, black man? You know, Saturday coming, we're going to celebrate the death of our enemies too, man.
That's right.
We're going to celebrate the death of the Greeks that killed our people, killed our elderly, killed our young, and put pork upon on our altar, man. One day we got stronger, we ran them out, and we're going to celebrate that day, man. So make sure you're there. That's going to be what? 7 p.m. Right. 7 p.m. Saturday, sundown, man. Make sure you're there. Also, we got a lecture coming up 28th of December. It's called Great Britain is Not Great, man. You know, a lot of people think Great Britain's great, and this is my country, and great this and great that. I'm going to show you how great Great Britain isn't. I'm going to show you how great Britain is not. I know you thought this was a great country, and you know you won in World War One, and they give benefits and free NHS, and they're good, and they're not racist, and they make you express and do whatever you want. Freedom of religion, freedom of sexuality, freedom of choice, and the country's so great. But I'm gonna show you, black man, how this country really ain't so great, man. It ain't so great as you think it is. That's Saturday the 28th at 3 p.m. Make sure you're there. Bring a £5 donation, man. Also pay your tithes, man. 10% of anything you earn goes to the priests and prophets of the Lord, man. No sweat. Anyone, Facebook's not working, so just make your way to the YouTube, man. So again, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, 7 p.m. Classes at 394 Lodge Road, B18 5PW, man. Also subscribe to I.S.U.P.K in the UK on Facebook, also on YouTube, and also on Instagram. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, I.S.U.P.K UK, man, to keep up to date. Or Facebook, also on YouTube, and also on Instagram. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, I.S.U.P.K UK, man, to keep up to date with all the latest topics, all the holidays and so forth, man. So with that, give me 2 Samuel 7:23 real quick. Actually, no, not yet, not yet, not yet. Give me Matthew 5 and 13.
The book of Matthew 5 and 13. Ye are the salt of the earth.
You hear what Christ said? Christ said, ye are the salt of the earth. What is salt used for? Salt is used for cooking, man, mainly. And it gives things flavor, it gives things taste, man. And Christ said to the two disciples, you are the salt of the earth. And that's what you are, black man. You give earth flavor, man. You are the salt of this whole earth. And what's the proof, man? What's the proof? You're the salt of all the whole earth. That's why the whole earth has cameras, man. That's why the whole earth wants to put their hat backwards, man. Wants to have their pants down. The whole earth wants to have injections in their lip. They want to go on tanning beds. They want to look like you, black man. You walk around thinking that you're nobody. Meanwhile, they want to be like you, man. You want to know why everyone, you want to know why everyone wears Gucci and Fendi and Prada? Because you wear it, man. Do you know Gucci, Fendi, and Prada make clothes for you? They make it to tickle your fancy. They sit down in the big room and say, yo, what are the black people into these days, man? What kind of crepes are they into? What kind of trainers are they into? And they make something that you like, man. Why? Because they know that when you put something on, the whole world will put it on, man. Anything you do, the whole world will do, man. If you go to Japan right now, you know what people are doing in Japan? Breakdancing, man. Something that you put down years ago. Black people don't even breakdance no more. And in Japan, there's a big epidemic, man, with people breakdancing. In Japan, do you know in Japan, there's a big dance hall scene in Japan where they're doing everything that you do in Jamaica, man. You can YouTube it, man. People are jumping in girls' crotches and everything, man. Jumping off ladders into girls' crotches, man. Them Japanese people, light as they are jumping some skinny Chinese women crotches, man. Got the hair like you, dancing like you, man. When you go to Jamaica, man, all you see is Japanese tourists, can't speak no English, man. And they're in all the parties, man, all the dances, man. You know, black man, you were the salt of the earth. Now, you showed me in Jamaica where it's the other way around. You showed me in Jamaica where people are wearing, where people are carrying samurai swords, man. You show me in Jamaica where people are eating sushi. You're the salt of the earth. People follow you, man. You don't follow them, man. You don't follow them, man. Don't get twisted. I know black women have low self-esteem, and we've been taught that we're ugly. So you might find a lot of black women that might put in a blonde weave and so forth, man. But that ain't the same, man. The reason why you do it because you've been destroyed. You don't do it because they're cool. They ain't cooler than you, man. And even when black women do wear straight hair, they don't wear it the same way as white girls wear it. White girls don't have baby hairs, man. You know what I mean? Why do black women wear blonde weave? Is it to the white? Of course it's not, man. You can see a black. She's clearly not white, man. She got blonde hair, but we know she clearly ain't white, man. Black people do it because they're original, man. You see, as you know, everyone knows black people do not have blonde hair. So a black woman goes, I'm gonna get blonde hair, man. Just to show people how I'm crazy I am. Black women also have pink hair. There's black women that also have green hair. Do all types of mad stuff, man. Black man, you are the salt of the earth, man. Do you know once upon a time the black woman couldn't grow no hair? Because that's a curse in the Bible, man. And the black woman said, you know what, I'm gonna wear wigs, man. You know what? They say the end of me. And she fought and tried this method and that method. And guess what? Now everybody wears wigs, man. Now guess what? Now even white women wear wigs too, man. When once upon a time having a wig was frowned upon, it was laughed upon, man. People with long hair just wear wigs for the sake of it now, man. Because you are the salt of the earth. But everything you do, people follow, man. Everything you do, people follow. In England, they got something called, what do they call it? Youth culture. When that's not youth culture, man. Black people culture, man.
That's right.
Black people talk like you and they don't even know where it comes from. They don't even know. Give it 10 more years, they're gonna think it's normal. You know, people say, yeah, man, this is my dog, you know. I'm saying it with the yard accent. I'm a brethren. The word brethren is the word brethren, man. But because the Caribbeans got a bit of an accent, they said brethren, man. It's actually a mistake. But we say it, so guess what? They gotta say it too, man. You know what I mean? When we bump fist and thump fist, everyone does that too, man. Once upon a time, tracksuits were laughed upon. You couldn't wear tracksuits to a normal event, man. That was for training purposes only. And then black people started wearing tracksuits. Now, guess what? You see a billboard and JD, man. Tracksuits half price. You know what I mean? Nowadays you can get expensive tracksuits, man. Hugo Boss is making them, Versace is making them, Gucci is making them. Why? Because you wear them, black man. Once upon a time, if you had a tracksuit, it was laughed upon. Look at him in his tracksuit, man. I said, chav, man. Black men switched it up, made it look good. We don't wear our tracksuits like how they wear it, and now it's a big business, man. The way you dress, black men, you see white kids, man, on a JD billboard, man, dressing like you. You seen it? In the way you dress, man, making money off your culture, man. You got that white guy through H stealing your culture, man. That's your culture. Bridging ain't his culture, man. The way bumping ain't his culture, man. Rapping ain't his culture, man. He didn't start rapping and MCing and DJing or whatever, man. That's not his culture, man. He didn't grow up in way there. You know what I mean? Obviously, mum must be proud of him because he's making money off your culture, man. But nonetheless, that ain't his culture. And they stole something from you, man, because you're the salt of the earth. You're the salt of the earth. For all these record companies, what do? They send scouts out where? To the black community, man. To what black people's doing. See who's the latest hot black influence out there, man. Because they know that's where talent comes from. That's where real talent comes from. Even in the Olympics, man. When they're looking for boxers, where do they go? They go to the ends, man, seeing who's the greatest, who's good at. You watch that movie Life. It was that movie Life with Eddie Murphy. And there was a scout for baseball for the Negro League. And guess where he went? To prison, man. Because a lot of black people's in prison, and he knew talent come from black people. And when he went to prison, what did he find? He found a man that could swing a baseball bat hard, man. That's where they've always gone to. They've all gone to the ghetto, man. They've all gone to black people. Why? We're the salt of the earth, man. That's where trends come from. That's where fashion comes from. All fashion comes from the hood, man. All fashion comes from the ends, man. Everyone crazy about, Kim Kardashian new braids. Oh, they're so nice. It's a new trend, man. But guess where it came from? It came from black women, man. Before black women would go to bed, they just braid their hair in two, man. And go sleep with a little head wrap on, a little bonnet on their head. And guess what? White people came to the ghetto, man. Found it and made money off it. Once upon a time, black people was on the corner, man. 4 black men. One black man beatboxing or playing music off his phone. The other one rapping, man. It's normal that, there's rapping over there. You know what? I'm about to say. And a white man came along. I said, this is a good business, man. And now you got MTV, man. Now you got your what you got? Now you got your grime dailies and your what's the record shops called, man? HMV stores selling black people's music, man. But to us, that's normal. That's where talent comes from. That's where greatness comes from. The people of God. And the people of God just happen to be in the ghettos, man. That's where all greatness comes from. That's where all fashion comes from. All dancing comes from, man. What's that thing? That the black boy dance, man. That was a black man from the ends, do what black people do. The music hit him a type of way, like to dance, man. And guess what? That went clear, man. What's that game called? Fortnite. That dance on. You heard about it? That dance on Fortnite too, man. And he wanted payment for it because they didn't pay him for it. Everything we do turns to gold, man. Read it one more time.
Ye are the salt of the earth.
And Christ said, we are the salt of the earth, man. The Chinese man ain't the salt of the earth. The white man ain't the salt of the earth. The Arabs ain't the salt of the earth, man. The Lebanese ain't the salt of the earth. It's clearly talking about us. We are the salt of the earth, man. We're the salt of the earth. Have you heard about these rappers that sell multi-million records globally? Globally, in Japan, they have sold out shows in Japan, sold out shows in China, sold out shows here, there, wherever you go. People want to dress like you, man. People want to act like you, man. Even if you do something negative, man, they want to do it. You want to smoke weed. God is against weed, but they do it anyway. Anything you do, you got to do. A homosexual don't act like a woman, man. A homosexual acts like a black woman. I've yet to see a homosexual act like a regular woman. They act like a black woman, snapping their fingers, popping their neck, saying, girlfriend. That's how black women talk, man. Even they know to be a woman, to be a real woman, you got to be a black woman, man. That's a fact. I've never seen a transgender acting like Becky in my life, man. Or acting like Rebecca or Sarah or Mandy, ever, man. Homosexuals want to act like black women. Plus, they want to hang out with black women. They want the tendencies of black women, man. That's how transgenders are, the homosexual. Why? Because you are the salt of the earth, man. And what is salt? Salt is something that gives something flavor. And that's why you're a black man. You give the earth flavor, man. Without you, there wouldn't be no MTV, man. Without you, there wouldn't be no record company. Without you, there wouldn't be no boxing, man. Mike Tyson didn't come from a nice family. He's a regular man from the ends, man, from Brooklyn, man, who was knocking out people in the first round, man. Also, Lennox Lewis, man. Also, Deontay Wilder. What's his name? Deontay Wilder. All the greatest boxers, entertainers. Eddie Murphy's a brother from New York, man. A man from Brooklyn, man. All your fake rappers, singers are the people from the ends, man. And guess what? That's where greatness comes from. Because them people in the ends are God's people, man.
That's right.
Them people suffering to get a youth and nothing, they're God's people, man. And that's why they're so great. That's why everybody wants to be like them, act like them, copy their ways, fashion it up. You want to take your ways, switch it around, and then make it mainstream, man. But to us, it's just normal. There's no turning your hat backwards, man. Can you imagine? It's normal now. But can you imagine how crazy that was? A hat is made to wear at the front. One of you crazy Negroes said, now turn it to the back. There's people like that. This is crazy. And guess what? The whole world did it, man. White people did it. You know, everyone said, yo, even stuff like you say, like, cool, man. Yeah, I'm cool, man. McDonald's take it, put it on a jingle and sell it. I'm loving it. They took the G off. That I'm loving it. Took the G off as a black person. I'm loving it. I'm cool. Remember the Frosted Tiger advert? That's great. And it's a bump fist and yeah, that's cool, man. You know what I mean? Even white people, yeah, bro. How you doing, bro? Copy your style, man. Copy your style. Take it off you. Switch it around and make money off it, man. You're the sort of the slack, sis.
Like even when like that was like cut their hand, just rest it on their head. It's not even down properly. Even that you can't just
everything we do. Everything we do. I remember David Beckham had braids, man, and he paid $1,000 for them. I was like, yo, I'm not getting the ends like that for cheap, man. I don't get the exit for free. And it was like, and the whole world went crazy. David Beckham's new crazy hairstyle. David Beckham done it again. Because at one time, David Beckham go for like a phase where he have a Mohican one day, and then this. You remember? And he had braids. I was like, wow. I was like, yo, I was born with braids, man. I came out the womb braided. Actually, I come out the womb with braids, man. Braids ain't nothing to me, man. It's a norm. And David Beckham, man, came with braids. And everyone's like, wow, he's so cool, man. How does he do this, man? I'm like, this is a day in the life for you. They look at how you're living, like, oh, you're so, wow, how did your hair grow like that? Whoa. It's us, it's day in the life for us, man. Day in the life for us, man. In the 60s, white people's fascinated, man, with the afro. Remember? They used to perm their hair like Elvis and try to get your high top, man. I guess what, black man, your high top was natural, man. You just put a little of that grease in there, you know what I mean? But that's the afro, what's it called? The sheen, a bit of puff, and that was it, man. Put a little perm in there, get a little slick. And people like Elvis and all them people, they were fascinated with it, man. Everything you do, black man, they're like, whoa, how do you do that, man? And guess what? Where we live, it's a norm. You walk on your street, you see brothers rapping, man. You go to a party for black people, you see sisters singing and dancing. It's a norm, man. To them, it's like, whoops. And then if you work as a slave with some of these heathens, some of them want to try to leech on to him. I'm like, nah, man. Ask Dagobah, man. Dagobah, like, he on the phone. Yeah, Crawford, yeah, we still on Saturday. Like, yeah. I hear a heave in the background. Yo, where you, man, going? Like, out, man. You can't roll with us. You want to come with us? Like, nah, man, you stay over there, man. We're not going to show you a good time, man. We know you want that, but nah, man. This is a black party right here, man. You can't come to this, man. You stole everything else, man. Go keep with your parties and your off license. Let's have something for ourselves, man. Stole everything else. Let's move, man. So like everyone.
Now, even the famous wrestler Holcomb,
God.
he's one of the best known wrestlers in the world, and his act was a black man's act. Yeah, brother. Like, his whole act was a black man's act.
God. Like the brother said in case you hear on the camera. Anyone know about the rest of Hulk Hogan? His whole act was a black man's act. The whole act had a bandana around his head. Yeah, brother. We go. You know what I mean? All that black man. You know that's how black man talked in the 60s and 70s, man. It was a black man's act, and people thought like, wow, he's a soul. Just look at him, man. That's what we act, man. You had what's his name, Muhammad Ali rhyming. And you know, black men are. See, a white man will come to a fight. It's gonna be a good fight, you know. I'll try my best. Muhammad Ali could be like, nah, he ain't better than me. Nah, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna break him. Watch this year, December 28th. We're gonna have a fight. I'm gonna show him who's the best, man. And white people went mad, like, whoa, this guy's a big entertainer, man. When the ends, that's just normal, man. How much time they playing basketball? How much time they playing FIFA, man? And we talking shit like, yeah, you see that there? You see that there? Watch this. You know, that's how black people talk, man. And white people like, wow, look at that, man. He has full smoke flavor. How does he do it, man? They don't know what makes you tick. Like, how is black men so cool? They don't understand. Man. They can't fathom it, man. You know what it is? Just salt of the earth, man.
That's right.
That's all it is, man. That's all it is. They watch us and how is it so cool and smooth? White women love Barry White, man. They love Barry White, man. I mean, do you want to hear a joke? Black women don't like Barry White, man. White men love it. Oh, it's so smooth and the music's so nice and calm. Your black men are so smooth, yeah. Nations listen to your music and don't even understand it, man. Don't even understand it. I've heard Asian people listen to Cartel, man, and they ain't got a clue what he's saying, man. Bob Marley is a cracker, but you know, from Jamaica, grew up on black people and so forth. Speaks patois. With a white man nonetheless, and white people love his music. He's known as a legend in music in general, not reggae music in general. And guess who buys the records? White people buy them, man. And they ain't got a clue what he's saying, man. A white woman said, excuse me, what does no woman, no cry mean? Had no idea what it meant, man. He had no idea. But guess what? She's playing that tune though. She's banging that tune though. She got a clue about redemption song and whatever. She got a clue. But they're playing them songs though, man.
That's right.
I've heard Muslims play reggae music, man. And reggae music talking about Selassie. I'm like, yo, it's talking about a different God, man. I thought you serve Allah, man. But the tunes are so bad, he got to disobey Allah for 5 minutes, man. No, I sang about 3 minutes. He got to disobey Allah throughout the chorus, man. He has to do it because the tunes are that bad, man. And guess what, black man? How many black people play banger music? None. How many black people could sit down and listen to a banger song with some music that you can't understand? None of them would, man. We would never. But black man, you're so great. People listen to your music and they don't even understand it, man. Like, I can black people are so great. I can listen to a Hispanic man rapping, man. I don't understand a word he's saying, man. Daddy Yankee was the man back in the day. I was like, yo, what's that? Gasolina. Ooh, that shit's sick. Yo, I used to bang that, man. Why can we sort of the earth, man? We don't have to speak English, man. We can speak Martian and you can get down with that, man. I can't say the same for them Punjabi songs, man. Can't say the same for them Chinese rappers, man, or whatever, them Chinese songs. I can't listen to that, man. But black man, you are the salt of the earth, man. You give the earth flavor, man. Keep reading.
Ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost his avor.
So the Lord's saying we are the salt of the earth. We give this whole earth flavor. But if you're salt with no flavor, if you're all-purpose season with no flavor, then what good is it, man? What good is it? You're salted for no reason. And that's what we've become, man. We're the salt of the earth, but guess what? We lost our flavor. We're drug dealers now. We're the salt of the earth, man. The people everyone follows, but we're transgender now. We're the salt of the earth, but we're Christians now. We lost that salt, man. We lost that flavor, man. Keep reading.
Wherewith shall it be, sir? Altered.
And if you got salt, black man, and it don't taste like salt, then what is the point? Why would it be salted? Why would you put salt on your food if it has no taste? What good is it? It's no good. And guess what, black man? Nowadays we are no good, man. Even though we're the Lord's people, even though we got flavor, we're smoking weed, man. So what good are we to God, man? Even though we're the Lord's people and even though we got flavor, we're homosexuals now. What can the Lord do with us, man? What good do we have? Just like with salt, if it got no flavor, then why put it on chicken? You're wasting your time. Why would you rub salt on chicken or rub salt or sprinkle salt on your fish and chips if it got no flavor? You're wasting your time. That's like sprinkling air on your chicken and chips, man. And that's what we are, man, today. We got to come out of that, man. Like, we are the salt of the earth, man. We are the people of God, man. But the problem is we ain't acting like it also, man.
That's right.
We ain't acting like it. We're smoking weed, selling drugs, sniffing coke, selling coke, robbing each other, killing each other, having sex with these black women, not getting back to them, not looking after our children, man. We got to start acting like it. We're people that lost our flavor, man. Keep going.
It is thenceforth good for nothing.
There you go. It's good for nothing. What good is it, man? And that's what we are today. Even though all the flavor, all the inventions, how great we are. Look, the proof is there. How great we are, all the inventions we made, all our celebrities. We're not keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments, man. And that's why the bulk of us remain in the ghetto. That's why the bulk of us remain crack babies, remain crack takers, remain in the AIDS ward, remain in the graveyard, because we're good for nothing, man. Keep reading.
For nothing but to be cast out and to be trodden under the foot of men. All
right, cool. Give me 2 Samuel 7:23. Yeah, get my articles for me. That's it. Yeah. No, when you're ready. Any questions? Make sure you type them in. All right. Any questions? Type them in. On any topic, type them in. I don't want to hear no phone calls in the week. Type them in today because I won't answer it.
All right. 2 Samuel 7:23. And what one nation
They'll say, what one nation in the earth, man? The earth's a big place. And in this earth, there's many nations, man. You got the Polynesians, the Lebanese, the Syrians, the Chinese, Japanese, Koreans, Africans, Cambodians. And the Bible said, what nation in this whole earth, man? In all the countries, all the 7 continents, man, what country done?
Is like thy people.
And what people is like thy people, the Lord's people, you done?
Even like Israel.
Even like Israel, man. That word even means indeed, man, like Israel. What people is good like black people, man? What people is great like black people, man? What people is loving like black people, man? What people is creative like black people? They say that black people are monsters and we're animals and we're this and we're that. Ain't no one more loving than black people, man. Black men were the slaves of white people for 400 years, man. And even after slavery, you put us in one bedroom apartments and charge us the same price a man would charge for a whole house, man. You did that to us. You will lynch us, hang us, lock us in jail, set dogs on us, call us gollywog coon and run us down. You and a gang in the 60s, gang of teddy boys will rush us, man. And what did black people do? Fight back? No, man. In fact, what did we do? We come against the camp and say, you lot are racist. Stop that, man. Not all white people are bad. See, not all white people are bad. They ain't all bad. Some of them are good, man. Black people are loving, man. I've yet to hear I've yet in my life see a Jewish man say not all Nazis are bad. Some of them are cool, man. They all look at them and go, I watched Jerry Springer. Well, because who do you think you are? Jerry Springer's on there, man. And they showed some Nazis, and Jerry's like, oh, look at this. Look at them, man. He even looks at me, look at him, man. He didn't say, well, I don't know this one personally. He could be a good guy. He judged all Nazis, man. But when you judge a white man, you can't say that, man. Not all of them are bad, man. The Taliban don't think that some American troops are good, man. As far as they're concerned, American troops are going to the country, bombing people, running tanks through their houses, and they hate them more. They hate them more. George Bush didn't say there's some good Talibans. Did George Bush ask people, yo, are you a Taliban? Do you support ISIS before he dropped bombs on them? No. He dropped bombs on them. Did America ask the Japanese, right, are you with Hitler? Not all people love Hitler. I'm pretty sure there's some people in Germany that go, I don't agree with Hitler, man. There had to be. Some people say, I don't like how Hitler's getting down, man. Hitler's ruthless. Look at him killing them Jews and gassing them up, man. Not everyone could have agreed with Hitler, but did America care? Did England care? They bombed Germany regardless, man. Drop bombs on people regardless. But guess what? Black people are so loving. We're willing to pick out the few white people that's cool, man. The few white people that we think is cool. The few white people, that say morning to us as we understand the school run. You get that? White people school run. You don't get that? Oh shit, man. You're on my side then. I don't feel you ain't looking for the few white people, man. That's how loving black people are. What nation of people can do that? What nation of people can do that? I've never, ever seen that in my life, man. The Ethiopians fought against the Italians, man, grew their hair out and said, we won't cut our hair till we kill them all, man. That's a fact. In Africa, Mugabe, we African by the way, Mugabe wouldn't stop until he got all the white people out of Africa, man. He was butchering them to the point that it made the news. You heard about it? It made the news like, oh, it's a shame what Mugabe doing to the white people, man. Remember, heard about it? Yeah. Cutting their toes off and everything. But what did black people do? Forgive him, man. You know what? Let's go join the RAF. Black men, I almost brought it again in my lecture. I'll bring it out. Black men lied about the age to fight for the oppressor in the army. Black Jamaicans will lie about the age and say, yeah, I'm 18, man. I'm 8 and we're 18, man. That's how much we loved you, man. What nation of people like that, man? Who got love like that, man? And they got the nerve to say, no, they're barbarians, man. They're criminals, man. See, they fight over a postcode. Look at them. Animals, man. Ain't no one loving more than black people, man.
That's right.
Ain't no one loving more than black people, man. They said how can black people they fight over postcode wars and drugs and gangs, man. And then meanwhile, when a white man fights over a football game, these kids, man, you know what I mean? It's like a misled child, man. We fight over postcode. You fight over a game, man. A damn football game, man. Link up in the park, everyone have it out over a football game. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine fighting for a football game? Meanwhile, the players have been paid. The players are home in the locker room shaking hands. After a football game, all the players shake hands, man. And you're fighting. The people who are playing the game are cool, like, yeah, good game, and you're fighting. You don't get paid. You don't have a Rolls Royce outside. You're not a millionaire. You don't have no mansion outside. And you're fighting for these that you're fine. You're fighting for these that you shook hands. You're fighting for these men that are home right now, man. But we're crazy. Hey, listen, fighting over postcode is wrong. Don't get twisted. It's wrong. But right about now, black people are doing something stupid, fighting over an area that they don't own. I saw white people fighting over a football team. But for some reason, when we do it, it's an issue, man. Something's wrong with them. When they do it, I'm just misguided. They're just having a bit too much to drink, having a bit too much fun, man. Leave them alone, man. When we ride in the street, we get locked in prison, holes down, bitten by a thingy. When they ride in the street, they get restrained, held down. They'll be out by tomorrow, man. They get a little ban. When we don't see daylight again, man. Read that one more time.
And what one Asian in the earth is like thy people, even like Israel.
And what nation is good like Israel, man? Come on, man. Give me my article real quick on the saltfish one. I'm sure how good black people are, man. I'm sure how creative black people are, man. Black people are the salt of the earth. We take something that's nothing, man, and turn it into something. Take something that people throw away and turn it into something, man. That's how good black people are. In the 60s, in the 50s, in America in the 60s, black people were jazz players, man. Had pianos and saxophones, man. And guess what? In the 80s, crack came and everyone sold all the instruments to get on crack, man. The people that lived around that time done documentaries and they said New York was like a ghost town. So everybody was on crack cocaine, man. And guess what? Because black people couldn't afford instruments no more, black people made music with their mouth, man. Black people made music banging on pots and pans and banging on tables, man. And guess what? That's how hip hop was created. That's how good black people are. Man. We created, man. That's a good black. We did lips, man, beatbox, and made multi-million dollar businesses, man. Black people are the only people that can talk about being hungry and sell millions. Black people made an industry of, usually when you make music to make you dance, how good things are. Black people are so creative. We talk about how bad life is. Have you ever heard of the blues? And turned to a business, man. Hip hop started because black people talking about how poor they are, man. What's that tune that Don't Push Me and Close to the Edge? Talking about broken glass everywhere, people pissing on the stairs. And guess what? People love it, man. In fact, I'm a slavery, but Indian guy, man. And he said to me, what happened was he said to me that Eminem is in his top 5, and I go, nah, man, I don't know about that, man. He goes, why? I was like, because I can't relate to Eminem. I got Eminem talks about killing his mom and raping. I go, that's not me, man. You know what I mean? Them football hooligan white boys, they can relate to that. And he goes, well, you know, I go Tupac now. I can more relate to. He said, I can relate to Tupac. I don't know what to say. I'm like, how? Tell me how you can. You are a doctor. How can you relate to Tupac? A man that had one pair of clothes, and his sister used to come in the house so he can wear the jeans and play and take it in turns. How can you? I was like, okay. And he believed it. He believed it. And black man, that's how influential you are. That's how much they want to be like you. You're rapping about being hungry, man. And you're so cool, they wish they was hungry. He came from a good family. He's a doctor, man. The doctor had a father in his life. Tupac never had no father in his life. So what part of Tupac are you relating to? Please, I need to know. This man said, I connect Tupac. How? You're the father. Number one is black. You're not black. Number one, he was harassed by the police growing up. You weren't, man. You know what I mean? Again, I can go on and on. He's poor. You're not. He had to sing and dance to get rich, man. You went to the school, man, and got rich the legal way. Tell me how you can relate to him, man. But black man, everybody wants to relate to you. You're just so cool, man. You rap about selling drugs. Black man, you don't even like selling drugs. You don't like selling drugs. You sold drugs because you had to. But you don't have to, but you thought you had to, man. Because your stomach was touching. And guess what? Rich white boys sell drugs. You know why? Because you rap about it. Because you make it cool. You know what I mean? You wearing trainers one time was because you didn't have no money to buy a good pair of nice shiny shoes with the hard bottom. Those expensive, man. You know them shoes that when they break, you can get them fixed. You wore trainers, man. And now guess what? Trainers are a multi-million dollar industry, man. Or pound industry, however you want to put it. All them Puma, Nike, Adidas, all they make money, man. Nowadays, people wearing trainers to funerals, man. You change, but everyone knows you can't wear to funerals, you can't wear to weddings. Nowadays, you change the course of life, man. People wear it, man. I see doctors wearing them. I see nurses wearing them. Why? Because you was poor at one time and you could afford a good pair of shoes, man. And that's why you did it. And now everyone does it because you do it, man. That's how great black people are, man. Keep reading.
From the article, how Sir Oatfish became a part of the Jamaican, the I.S.U.P.K.
Okay, so saltfish is a Jamaican. Saltfish is a Jamaican national dish. Now, this is how it came to be the Jamaican national dish. It's going to read the history and how it became the national dish. It was nothing the slaves thought. Obviously, it's nice, man. It was nothing people sat back and thought, I like this. Let's make it the national dish. This is how it became the national dish. And it came across by black people being creative, man. So you get to the part.
The Jamaican cuisine part.
You skim it for me. It look good.
Yeah, I got it.
Hit me, go on.
From the section, how did saltfish become a staple food? So
how did saltfish become a staple food? How did it become the Jamaican national dish? How did it become something that Jamaicans eat so much? Something so delicious that it tastes like tastes like it come from heaven, man. How did it taste so good with the cabbage and the when you make it the best, man? The cabbage and you put it and the sweet corn, man. How did it become so delicious, man? Keep reading.
Saltfish was once widely regarded as per equals food.
You see that? So saltfish was once regarded as poor people's food. And guess who was poor in the Caribbean, man? You were black, man.
That's right.
You couldn't afford a steak. You couldn't afford that lobster, even though it's an abomination. The white man considered them things to be rich, man. You couldn't afford that, man. And guess what, black man? You took something that was poor and down and low on the floor and turned it into a cuisine, man. Keep reading.
And food, and indeed, in some circles, this stigma still holds to this day.
And the stigma still to this day. Poor people still eat it to this day, man. There's people out there that eat poor people's food. Why? Because you put your touch in it and made it delicious, man. But everyone, when you eat poor, it's frowned upon. Look at him eating sardines, man. Ugh. But the way black men twist it up, you will want to eat poor people's food, man. The way we put our spin on it, like, yo, give me some of that poor man food. Yeah. All your rich people food and your steak and your this. You be like, you see a black man cooking over there, like, oh, nice. I want some of that poor shit over there. What's it making over there?
That's right.
Is that flour? Is that flour and water? I want some of that, man. Keep reading.
During the days of slavery.
So we're going back. So saltfish became the Jamaican national dish, the poor man's dinner, but even predates, even goes back into slavery. We're going to read out why it's a poor man's dish in Jamaica to this day. The reason why is because we're about to read. Read on.
During the days of slavery, sugar plantation owners.
So during the days of slavery, you had plantation owners, men that own plantations. A man might have like a large land and it belongs to him. And he has slaves on that land, farmers on that land, overseers on that land, sheep on that land. But the main thing he had was slaves and sugarcane on that land. And so if you're a farmer and you got sheep, you're a farmer, you got sheep, and they grow to a certain length over the years, you turn them to beef. Now, what do you got to do to make them sheep or let them cows grow to the maximum? You got to feed them. If you got sugarcane plantation, you got slaves working on that plantation, and their job is to cut the cane. Now, how do you make a slave cut the cane? You gotta feed him. The slave he's your way of cutting the cane, bagging it up, putting it on them boats, but he don't live off, anything. It's something you gotta feed him. And him being a slave, are you gonna feed him steak? Are you gonna feed him, you be wasting money, you be hustling backwards, you paying him all this expensive food and just a slave. So they gave you poor food, man, slop. Something that was cheap. And you're gonna find out that cheap stuff there was saltfish, man. We done?
The plantation owners in the Caribbean imported saltfish to feed their slaves.
And there you go. That's where you got saltfish from. They got saltfish to feed the slaves. You know what I mean? They'll get cod from how it works. They'll get cod from, is it on there? They'll get cod from England, and by the time they take the cod to Jamaica, it's rotten. The maggots are eating it. So what they do is they found a way. They'll cover it in salt to kill the bacteria and dry it out, man. And when they reach Jamaica, put it in water again. That's the old way of keeping things fresh. Remember, there's two ways of keeping things fresh without a fridge. Smoking it is one. People have smoked bacon and smoked, ham and stuff. Another way is salting stuff. And that's what they did, man. Salted it. You tie it in a bag and dry it out, man. That's why you have parched corn, dried corn. That's because if you have the real corn, it will go off by the time you get to your destination. So people dry it, man. If you had a parched corn or parched ears, and same with saltfish, they'll salt it, put it in salt and dry it. So when it gets to Jamaica, they give it to the slaves. It was cheap, like here, hold that, man. Now go back to picking cotton, man. And guess what? Black people took that saltfish, cooked it up, and guess what? Now it's a Jamaican national dish, man. That's how great black people are, man. That's right. And now you gave us that as slaves, man. Give us that, say, here, take this nigga, man, go eat that, man. And guess what? Now you come to our restaurant talking about, can I have the saltfish and an ackee, please? Now you're eating out. Now I see you in the queue in the Jamaican shops, man. I can't go into a Jamaican shop without seeing a white man behind me in the queue, man. Right, you lost. Like, yeah. So look at the menu. Yeah, I want the saltfish and the ackee, please. If I'm bro, I want the saltfish and the ackee. I see you in the queue. It's disgusting. I see you in the queue. As Donovan said, eating the soup, sweating, man. Stop sweating, man. Why did you eat the soup and sweat, man? You go, whew, it's delicious, man. That's delicious, man. You know what I mean? You gave us that as slaves, man. That was slap. You gave it to that. You take that, man. We don't want that, man. Saltfish cheap and it's nothing, man. And loads of cod in this fish. Yeah, go have that, man. And we turn it around now. You want to come in our shops. Now you love it. Now you can't get enough of it, man. Like we're God's chosen people. And we turn anything to gold, man. We turn anything into gold. Everything that we touch turns to gold, man. The Bible said there's no enchantment against Jacob, man. We turn saltfish into a Jamaican national dish. And now you, who once fed us that slap, man, that cheap food, now you want some, man. We can't get you out of the shop quick enough, man. Here we go. I feel for Caribbean today. In the menu, reading the menu. Sometimes they know the menu better than you, man. Yeah, I feel for a mutton soup, man. The way they even say this shit puts you off. It makes you not want it no more, man. Yo, I want for mutton soup. Ayaki and so. Who saw DJ Khaled in Jamaica, man? The shit was disgusting. You see? So he's in Jamaica, yeah, and he's living large, so he got money. And he mixed like cornmeal porridge with like ackee, but he didn't. Well, he had a big tray, different stuff, but he didn't know what mixes, what don't mix. So he's like, look at me, I'm living large, man. Look, you know what I mean? What you know about them, yeah? And he mixed the cornmeal porridge with the ackee, man. And everyone's like, what are you doing? But he's so busy trying to be you, so busy trying to fit in. He didn't even know what he was doing, man. He mixed porridge, man, breakfast with food, man. This nigga was crazy. He did that, man. Black man, do you know ackee is poisonous? Poisonous, man. By the time black man finish with that, yo, if you don't cook ackee proper, you'll die, man. If you eat ackee before it's ripe, you would die, man. But black people are so great. So great. By the time we put this and that and we boil this and put pepper and that and rub seasoning this. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. Even the white man himself who gave us that as punishment, man, gave us that because he didn't want to lose out on any money, man. Now he loves it, man. Now he can't get enough. Now he's eating and sweating, man. Now he's eating from the box. And usually construction workers, isn't it? They're always sleeping rock. Russell's always sleeping beans. I can't get him out of it, man. Oh, you ask any black man who has a black shop, get the driver. You want the driver? The Just Eat driver, and ask him, man. Say, yo, boss, where do you do most of your deliveries? I guarantee you say white people, man. I guarantee, man. You say yeah, Caucasian people mainly, man. I bet you all of his drop-offs are in Caucasian areas, man. They can't get enough, man. They can't get enough. They love the patties, and they love the saltfish, and they love the this, and they love the that, man. You know what? Right through should we God's told the people. Only God's told the people can take something that's nothing, man, and turn into something great, man. Only God's people can turn something like tracksuits, things that people frown like, and turn into something great, man. Only we could. At one time, wigs was frowned upon, and black people started wearing that. Now everyone wants to wear it, man. It's like everyone.
Now, just on the back of that, with the tracksuits, that was seen as like, why are you wearing athletic things?
God.
Everyday wear. It's like you're wearing something for support, just on the street. Like that was laughed upon, and we made it acceptable. Where now it's just accepted that. It's
God, back in the days, like, why are you wearing sportswear? You're not jogging, you're not training, and we did that, man. Do you know in the 60s, black man, you was not allowed to go to white clubs. You was allowed by law, but they wouldn't let you in. Like the law said you could go in, but they said, nah, we're full, we'll let you in. And you know what black people did? They made our own clubs, man. You know, black people say, you know what, forget it, man. I got a basement. Just flip up the settees, and we're gonna have what do you call it, a push-in or a shubs. We call it shubs to this day. People in London call it shubs to this day. They don't even know why. This time going to the shubs in the club. But really, that word goes back to a 60s thingy. But like the Africans don't even know. They say shubs all the time. He skips say it. You don't even know why he's saying that. He just thinks a dance is not. A shubbing is where you just push in, you just don't pay, just go in. And guess what? Them same white people said we can't go to the clubs. Guess where they was, man? Knocking the door saying, can we come in? Them same white girls were there to go, oh yeah, man, yeah, this is a good party, this is, man. We party so much that in London, I think the roof caves in, man. Black people, the roof caves in. Black people flip the city and put it against the wall, boom. Get the cabinet, put it in the back. We had a greater party than theirs. With no disco lights, no entry, no bouncers, had a greater party than theirs. Anything we do, we can turn a living room into a nice club, man. We can turn a living room into a disco, man. We don't need disco lights, man. We don't need smoke machines. We don't need no fancy DJ, man. All we need is a radio player, a couple of CDs, and some open space, man. And some pretty women, that's what alcohol's all we need, man. And guess what? They start to come to us, man. Have you not heard of UB40? Have you not heard of Boy George? These are men that got rich copying something that we did in our living room. These men are men that got rich of seeing black people party in their living room, have fun in their living room. And they said, this is good, man. I'll get a piece of this, man. And they took that and made money of it, man. It's like the other one.
Now, off the back of that, it was a few years ago. I was talking to an Irish man one time, and he couldn't say properly. It's like a should be.
Should be.
I didn't know what he was saying. Honestly, he was saying it so wrong. I'm gonna go, oh, you mean a Ubin? He's like, yeah, when I was younger, I went to lots of them. They're really good, and like for him to say that, he thinks I don't know, but they would let black people into their clubs, but then he had the nerve to talk about black.
All right, who's that video recently trending? You must have seen it, man. It's a white man, and it looks like he's born in that area, Shubin area. And he's like, "Oh, I can't stand me." I feel, "Oh, I can't stand." You know, he was in the Shubbies back then, man. You know, he was in them Shubbies, man. He knew word for every single word. He knew it, man. And that's the influence we have, man. It's why he looked ridiculous, man. The camera was laughing at him, but yo, he felt powerful, man. He was on cloud. You couldn't tell him he went cool, man. And guess what? I guarantee he was in the Shubbies, man. He was in the Shubbies having the time of his life, man. And guess what? Black people did that. Who was that great? All he needs is a living room, man. A front room. A front room. All he needs is a front room, man. And some speakers, man. And we did it, man. We did, because they would let us in theirs. And that's the power of segregation, man. Give me that Leviticus 20:26 real quick, man. That's the power of segregation. And now, guess what? Nowadays, there's no black clubs. Why? Because we're allowed to go to white clubs, man. Now there's no black shops. Why? We're allowed to go to white shops, man. When we wasn't allowed, guess what? We're the best clubs, man. We're the best shops. Why? Because we was forced to be independent, man. We had black shops. I remember back in there growing up, man, when all this was black. You walk, you see sugarcane, lead them against the wall and stuff. Black shops everywhere, man. And now we don't have it no more. Why? Because now we're allowed to go to their shops, man. We're allowed to integrate and be one with them. Before that, black man, we had to stand up on our own. And that's why you had black shops, man. That's why you had Brother, what was it? Everybody, you had Brother Fire's bakery over here, man. And you had Rough Cut, who used to tailor for black people over there, man. And now, guess what? Now, if you bust your zip on your trousers, you're going to an Indian man's tailor, man. If you want your key cut, you're going to an Indian man's tailor. If you bust a button on your clothes, you're going to an Indian man's tailor, man. We had Rough Cut, man. We had Rough Cut down the road, man. We had Brother Fire. You want bread? We had there, man. And now we got nothing. If you want yam, you go to the Indian, man. You want anything, you want hair black woman, you gotta go to the Indian, man. And he ain't got a clue what yam even is. But what he does know is black people like it. I don't know what it is, but the niggas like it, man. I'm gonna sell it. He ain't got a clue. You want plantain, yam, banana, you going to him. When back in the day, black men, when they didn't like us, man, and we had our own. Black men got money in their pocket for selling yam and banana and keeping shubbins and blues and whatnot, man. And now we don't. Now the white man does. Why? Because we're allowed to go to his clothes, man. Even Leviticus 20:26.
Leviticus 20:26. And ye shall be holy unto me.
And the Lord said, black man, you shall be holy unto me. Holy means separate. It don't mean what you think it means in the Christian church, man. So lucky, it don't mean, you glow. But if they think holy means you glow or you're just special, holy just means separate, man. Look it up in the dictionary. It don't mean the blood of Jesus and the wonderful this and the aura. Holy just means separate, man. The Lord said he wants you to be separate. All the other nations celebrate Christmas. You don't. You're separate, man. All the other nations can be homosexuals. All the other nations were homosexuals, man. The Greeks were homosexuals. The Egyptians were homosexuals. The Greeks have sex with young boys. The Egyptians have sex with young boys. So did the Babylonians. So did the Medes and the Persians. But you didn't do that. You're separate, man. The Lord wants you to be separate. All the other nations bowed down to idols, man. The Muslims did it. Don't lie. The Muslims did it. Reading history, the Muslims had 360 gods. The white man did it. The Japanese did it with their Buddha and their Krishna. The Indians did it. Who else did it, man? The Egyptians did it with their Horus and Set and all their idols, man. But you didn't, because you were separate, man. All the other nations, they can do what they want to do their thing. They all do the same thing, man. The gods are called by different names. They just dress different languages, but they all do the same thing. But black man, you was commanded to be holy, to be separate, to be different, man. Keep reading.
For I, the Lord, am holy.
And the Lord wants you to be holy the same way He's holy. All these other idols, what are their gods? Idols, man. Christianity, idols, man. You see a picture of some white man on a cross. It's an idol. Islam, circle some stones 7 times. An idol, man. Egyptology, Harvest Ra and Set, all these hieroglyphs and images carved in the wall, man. The Lord is greater than their gods. He's holy, separate from their gods, man. Their gods desire a sacrifice, a blood sacrifice. Their gods require you to cut yourself. Their gods require you to bow down to some image. Their God has some temple to go to, man. Our God different from theirs, man. Our God don't require no blood sacrifice, man. He don't require you to bow down to some idol, man. He don't require you to do circle him 7 times, man. He don't require you to fly out to Mecca and kiss him, bow down and kiss him and do a good luck charm and do your hand, do your some cross actions, man. He's different from all other gods, man. And you're different from all other people too, man. Keep reading.
And have severed you.
And what did God do?
Have severed you.
And God severed us, cut us off, man. Parted us, man. Separated us. We done?
from other people.
And the Lord separated us from other people. And black men, that's what we're supposed to be, separate, man. And it works. Don't tell me it don't work, man. When black people weren't allowed to go to white clubs, what did we do? Had our own clubs, man. And they were good clubs, man. And the black man got paid off them clubs too, man. And the black man had money in his pocket off them clubs too, man. And when we didn't separate and we joined them, now we got no clubs. Now we're like, well, what's the point of having our own club? I can join his. What's the point of having my own shop? I can go to his. What's the point having my own school? I can go to his, man. There's a man in Handsworth called Beanie Brown, man. And he opened a school for black people, man. And taught doctors and lawyers, man, when white people were segregating against us and didn't like us, man. And now we can go to their schools now. Now what? We don't have our own schools now. Nowadays, there's a video trending on YouTube where now your son can go to school now and he can put a dress on. When they're having dress up time, he can put a dress on and the teacher can't tell him no. You can't tell him no. You go to teacher, yo, why am I son in a dress? I come to pick him up in a dress. And they say, we can't tell him to take it off. We got to let him express himself. That's a fact, man. I got a family member that went to school and saw their son in a dress and said they almost had a heart attack. And I said, yo, what happened? The teacher said they can't do nothing about it, man. That's what we got to put up with now. Why? Because we joined them. You can't say, I don't want Christmas. You know, you'll let him not celebrate Christmas. No, he has to. It's part of the curriculum. What's that thing the other day about people protesting against them, the transgender?
Yeah.
And the school won, saying that you can't protest no more. You get off our land. What? You may go.
Yeah, it was in like some more heat.
Can't. What happened? Sorry, Sakia.
Yeah, basically, you know, it was going on for a long time where it was the Islam community for a lot of the East Indians there. And they were saying that, you know, they don't want their kids learning about transgenderism. And it went on for ages. And eventually the court was on the school side saying that, you know, it's on the school's land and it has to stop, basically saying, we don't care what you say. It is what it is.
And you know that's something when the Muslims can't stop it. The Muslims get all the love, man. The Muslims, when they say, leave them alone, they can wear the burqa. They got a prayer room for Muslims in hospitals now, isn't it? They got this, they got that. And when the Muslims can't win the case, then you know that this homosexual thing's strong, man. It's strong. I think there's a homosexual teacher in school as well.
Yeah.
With the head, with the headmaster or something like that. Yo, it's getting scary out there, man. Imagine that. Imagine your son's playing with his crayons, man. They got homosexual around it. Oh, man. That's what's scary, man.
Demon headmaster.
Shit. Yo, that's the worst attention nowadays in the world, man. But yeah, man. When we were separate black, man, we had our own thing, man. Now we don't have anything. Why? Because we've joined. We're stronger when we're forced to be independent, man. When we're forced to be independent, black man, we are strong, man. But when we join, we're weak. We're weak, man. And what's the proof? Now we got nothing. Now there's no black-owned businesses at all, man. You can count on your hands how much black businesses there are, man. A few barbershops, man. That's what we got. A few barbershops, man. Give it 10 more years. You're gonna have what the other nations are gonna own Caribbean shops, man. I guarantee it, man. Because in Brum, they own them already. I went to Peckham once, man. I saw a shop that was packed, man. It was packed and plush, honest plush, and listen, they sold everything. I knew something was wrong when they had everything on the menu. I said that everything on that menu, they were selling it. They had it there. I said something wrong. When I looked by the counter, like some sort of Turkish. I couldn't make sense. Turkish or Kurd or something. Selling Jamaican food. I kid you not. Man. And they were pushing it fast, like, you know, chips, quick like McDonald's. It was ramming in there, man. So give it 10 more years, black, we wouldn't have that, man. And why is that? Because you want to join other people, man. You want to join them and teach them your way of life and teach them how to cook your food. When you're separate, you have your own shop, man. And they wouldn't have the opportunity to steal your ways, man. We just accept anybody. We accept anyone and tell them our culture, tell them our secrets, and that everyone talks like you, acts like you, steals your food, your culture, and you're left with nothing, man. Still how you talk, act how you talk, and how you walk and how you act, and your culture and stuff. And now what do you have, man? Drop that. Give me Genesis 30:25.
So what's that side? Genesis 30:25.
Cut.
Genesis 30:25. And it came to pass when Rachel had born Joseph that Jacob said unto Laban, send me away that I may go unto mine own place.
Once again, I don't think so. Once again. It is try 3025.
Where he was blessing.
1 second. About 43. 1 second. Yeah, give me it's costing like that as well.
You want 26 or 27? He was blessed for his sake.
No, about the cattle. Yeah, okay. It's 32. Try with 32. Try 31.
Right. Genesis 30 and 31. And he said, what shall I give thee? And Jacob said, thou shalt not give me anything. If thou wilt do this thing for me, I will again feed and keep thy flock.
So, if I'm correct, Jacob, who's the father of all blacks and Hispanic people, man, he had an uncle, and he worked 7 years because his uncle had 2 daughters, and he wanted a beautiful daughter. His uncle had 2 girls, you know what I mean? All sisters, there's always one beautiful than the other, man. So lucky, you know what I mean? Beyonce. I'm joking, but they like Beyonce, Solange. You know, it always happens. Both of them are never equal. Always one better. And Jacob wanted the better one. You feel me? And he worked 7 years for her, man. And the uncle tricked him and gave him the one that he didn't too like. So Jacob said, all right, I worked another 7 years for you, man. And Jacob said, all right, what can I give you, man? And the uncle said, you know what? It's minor. Don't give me nothing. I tell you what we're gonna do. And that's where we are right now. Keep going.
Verse 32. I will pass through all thy flock today, removing from thence all the speckled and spotted cattle, and all the brown cattle among the sheep, and the spotted and the speckled among the goats, and of such shall be my hire.
So keep going. I can't remember. Keep going. Go on.
Verse 33. So shall my righteousness answer for me in the time to come, when it shall come for my hire.
No, it's a bit before, innit? 1 second. Where the bank gave him the. Slack, just 1 minute.
You know, 29, bro.
29. Check. 1 second.
Yeah, Genesis 20 looks like 29 and 25. Yeah, that's it. They gave him the other daughter instead.
None about the spotted sheep. Try cunning with it, but it didn't work. I thought that was a one. Slack here.
Yeah, you know, it's verse 35 about what the one that he took all the spotted ones away, trying to be guarded.
Nothing. No, sweat. I can't find it.
Guys, start from 30 and 35 about.
I'll give you verse 39. So basically, his uncle. I'll tell you how blessed black people are. The same way how white people gave us saltfish, thinking that they're doing us a disservice, and we turned it around and made the greatest. The same way white people gave us, wouldn't let us in their clubs, and we turned around and had our own clubs, and they were greater than theirs. Once upon a time, Jacob's uncle tried to skank him as well, man. This is our forefather, man. And he got the same spirit you have. And guess what, black man? You can't curse us, man. Anything you try to do to our people, it never works for you, man. And Jacob's uncle said to him, listen, any sheep that's born and is speckled, you can have it, man. But any sheep that's born and it's white, I can have it, man. Knowing that what sheep are usually white, man. How often do you see a speckled sheep? How often do you see a spotted sheep, man? And Jacob said, okay, that's fine. Took it, man. And this is what happened to Jacob. Give me verse 39.
Verse 39. And the flocks conceived before the rods and brought forth cattle ring staked.
So Jacob had sheep, you know what I mean? They gave birth and so forth, and he brought forth cattle. Cattle is like animals that work on a farm. We done?
Ring staked, echoed, and spotted.
And guess what? When the animals when the sheep and the goats gave birth, they all came out spotted, man. All of them came out spotted, man. Jacob thought he was playing him, and guess what? All the animals in the morning turned out speckled, man. The white man thought he was playing us. You can't come in these clubs. We're like, okay, all right, that's fine, man. We had our own club, and our clubs are better than yours, man. The roof caves in with ours. They would laugh at us and say, look at them niggas, man. They can't have a club like this. Look, they have it in their front room. Oh, we see how long this lasts. And in the end, guess who came knocking along? Yo, can we come? Laban thought was playing Jacob. Yeah, man. Any sheep that you have a speckled, you can have it, man. It's yours, man. And guess what? All of them on the farm became speckled, man. And Laban was left with none. They feel playing us. You have that saltfish, man. Yeah, we got the steak over here, man. And guess what happened now? Now they come sniffing over. The saltfish come kind of nice, you know. Come here, have some of that. They come to our Caribbean shops, man. Why? Because you can't curse Jacob, man.
That's right.
Ain't no enchantment that get Jacob, man. Everything we touch turns to gold, man. Even you try to curse and try to flip it at us, man. It never works, man. Give me the one in Numbers, man. Numbers 22. I'm gonna show you another time where a man tried to curse us and he couldn't do it, man. You can't curse Israel, man. You can't say you're not coming into these clubs. You can't say, you know me, we're gonna give you this food. We'll turn it into gold, man. You made us poor, and we couldn't afford them 3-piece suits, man. We could afford the 3-piece suits with the waistcoat in here and the hat, man. And we said, you know what? I'm going to clubs just in casual. And guess what? How did everyone go to clubs nowadays? Casual, man. People go in clubs. How do people dress to go to clubs now? In a t-shirt, in a pair of jeans and nice trainers, man. No, once upon a time, you couldn't go into a club dressed casual, man. You had to wear a pair of shoes, man. You had to have a suit and a hat and a tie, man. And now there's people go in a nice, name brand t-shirt, some nice jeans, and some trainers, man. You thought by giving us minimum wage, you're gonna okay, nah, man. You can't curse Jacob, man. And now guess what? Everyone goes to clubs in a polo t-shirt, man. Even white people too. Everyone goes to clubs in a shirt too, man. Why? Because you can't hold back Jacob, man. You try to give us cheap food, we're gonna turn that food into good food, man. You ban us from your clubs, we're gonna have our own clubs, man. You don't let us in your shops, that's fine. We're gonna have our own shops, man. And they're gonna be great shops, man. The problem is, black man, you gotta separate, man, and do your own thing, man. When we do our own thing, we're strong, man. We're strong when we separate from them. When we join onto them, that's when we're soft, man. That's when we're weak and we feel we're not independent enough. We let him own the shops. We let him own the clubs. And he gets paid, man, because we're too lazy.
That's right.
So get it for me, Genesis, number 22.
That it is Numbers 23 and 23.
Give me the part, the more he blessed them, the more he cursed them, the more they kept blessed. Go on.
Right. Sure. Only there is no enchantment against Jacob.
You hear that? Read it one more time.
Surely there is no enchantment against Jacob.
You know what enchantment is? Enchantment's a spell, man. The Lord said, surely means truly there's no spell against Jacob, man. What's these spells that got against Jacob? Drugs in your neighborhoods, man. Drugs in black men in the 80s, they put drugs in your neighborhoods, man. You was addicted to crap before you came out the womb, man. That was enchantment to put against you. And are we extinct? Is there one black man left? No, there's loads of us still here, man. And we're strong as ever, man. Why? Because there's no enchantment against Jacob, man. Your dad was on crack. He wasn't in your life. As soon as you come out the womb, you had no dad in your life, man. Gangs in your neighborhoods, black on black crime, police brutality, man. Women running the house, women calling you a deadbeat, women saying you're good for nothing, your kids hating you, man. Gangs, shots ringing off, the police are killing you, you're killing you, you're selling drugs, your child's in prison, there's no man in the house, you get selling your body to make ends meet, no jobs, they won't qualify you, you got criminal records, so they say, yes, we can't employ you, man. All these things are spells against you, man. And are you still here? Are you still living?
That's right.
Have you still got food in your belly? Are you dead? And you know what it is? Because there's no enchantment against Jacob, man. None. The white man wiped out all the Hawaiians, man, with a bit of syphilis and disease, man. And now they're in small numbers, man. I mean, all the crack cocaine and coke and the crack epidemic and weed and drugs and guns in pussy neighborhoods, you're still here strong, man. And the reason is because there's no enchantment against Jacob. They pay rap artists to talk about killing people, man. So your kids will go, so your children go, yeah, man, that's fun, man. And kill people. Date out black women abort your baby. You're not ready for no baby, man. Come on, man. You know what I mean? You go to college first, man. And we abort our babies, and guess what? Are we still? Is there only one black man left? Are we extinct? Are we in small numbers? No, we're not, man. Because there's no enchantment, no spell against Jacob, man. They say, oh, give black men that card, man. Don't let him in the clubs, man. Did that break our spirit? We say, oh, we can't get in, man. Oh, it's a rap, man. Oh, man. No, we never. We did our own. There's nothing you can do against Jacob, man. Everything you do, we just get greater and greater and greater and greater, man. Keep reading.
Either is there any divination?
There you go again. Divination, enchantment, same thing. Both of these things being spells, man. And spells ain't no hocus pocus. You know what spells are? Spells are putting drugs in your neighbors, man. Drugs is what you call witchcraft today, man. Back in ancient times, if you was a witch and you made a love potion, you made what they call today. What's it called? Date rape drug, man. Back in the day, you want a woman to fall in love with you. You give her some potion. She'll drink that, and, she'll get all the dreamy feel. Oh, you're not too bad looking, you have sex with her, man. Today, guess what? People do the same thing today. It's called a date rape drug. Put it in your drink, and before you know it, you're legless, man. That's a disgusting bastard. How can you do that, man? And people do that shit, You see that movie White Chicks when they put the date rape drug in a drink. Come on, man. Get yourself a girl the normal way. But anyway, that's off topic. That's a witch. Someone that smokes weed, that's enchantment right there, man. Someone that takes crack cocaine, anything to make your psyche go crazy, man. A witch puts things in a pot and you drink it, you go crazy. You start to feel light in the head. And what does a man that sells crack do? The same thing, man. He puts cocaine in a pot, all these chemicals and this and mix that. It's made in the lab. Before cocaine comes to the ghetto, it hits the lab first, you know that, innit? Hits the lab, you see beakers and this and all types of chemistry equipment, man. Then it hits the ghetto, man. That's what you call witchcraft right there, man. You know what I mean? Real witches don't have a big pot that is there, man. Real witches have a Pyrex, man. And what's called codeine and this and all types of chemicals, and then mix it up to get certain effects. That's a real witch, man. Keep reading.
Neither is there any divination against Israel.
And there's no divination against Israel, man. You can try it all. You can try and make us feel bad, make us poor. You know what we do? We make them poor, and then we up the price in the house and this and that. And then black people, they'll be forced to go hungry, man. They'll be forced to live in rags. We got them, man. And guess what? We turn the rags into clothes that you see on billboards, man. Them same rags now, they're advertising them on JD in the billboard. See a big billboard with a white boy in our tracksuit, man. Same billboards, man. See, they'll be forced to not wear that nice hat and have to wear a little pea cap, man. And now that same cap, you're turning backwards, man. Calling it cool. See, they'll be forced to not wear these nice shoes that cost a lot of money. They can't get the shoes fixed. They gotta wear sneakers, man. And now guess what? Sneakers are a multi-million-dollar business, man. Because there's no enchantment against Jacob, man. Nothing you can do against us, man. You know what I'm talking about?
No. Yeah, just on the back of that, it's like, that's how you know that the Bible is talking about us. Because we're the only people that have divinations against us. Like every other nation, they're allowed to come into England and do what they want, open their shops. But anytime we do, it's like it should not happen, and people work against us.
Black people are so sick. Imagine black people are so creative. In Jamaica, it's hot, man. So a black man wear string vest. In England, it's not so hot, man. There's no need to wear string vest, man. But everyone wears a string vest, man. White, Asian, everybody. Because anything we do, they want to do, man. I'm like, why you got a string vest hanging out your clothes, man? It's December. It's cool, man. Anything you do, black man, they got to do it, man. It don't matter what you do, they just got to do it, man. I saw a white woman with her head wrapped up, man. A black woman got the head wrapped kind of in now, tied to the front, and everything. I couldn't believe it. And that's what Asian girl do it too, man. Even that bun, that black got the high bun now. Everyone got it, man. I'm seeing Muslim girl now with a scarf and Timberlands and this part of the face made up, man. Because you do it, man. Anything you do, they just got to do, man. Anything you do, I thought you're Muslim just yesterday. I see Muslim girls with braids out there. Give it 10 more years, I swear. Give 10 more years, you're gonna sit in between the Indian girl's legs and get your hair braided. And she's gonna do some good braids too, man. Good braids. You know why? Because everything you do, they got to do, man. Everything black women got to do, they got to learn it. They got to learn it, see what it's about. How do you do it? How does it work, man? You know what I mean? Once upon a time, they couldn't do braids. I'm seeing Asian girls with braids now. Them two braids now, man. Someone's learning them, and they got to learn. You ain't learning how to tie a Muslim scarf. You ain't learning how to wear a sari, but they're learning how to cook like you, act like you, wear your hair like you, man. Go to London, go to Brum, man. You'll see. Go to Manchester, you'll see it, man. They're doing anything to be like you, man. Indian men that grew up in nice homes, man. Good homes, Muslim homes, man. Ended up in prison. The Indian people have to sell drugs. No, they don't, man. But they won't do anything you do. Because you're poor, you're forced to sell drugs. They just want to be cool. They got to do it, man. and they end up in prison. They don't have to. They end up in prison because even the things that you don't like, they gotta do it. Even though their father owns 4 off licenses, owns his own chip shop, and it's fine, man. If father looking at him in the visit like, what son, why are you doing this, man? It's like, Dad, sorry. It's gotta be like that. I gotta be like them black people, man. They're so cool, man. It's got to do it, man. Have to do the carpet. A lot of Indian people are thinking, yo, you got off license. You know, you grew up good, man. Your father owns what's it called, East End. What's it called, East End? The East End shop, man. Them, you know, chip shops, off licenses, petrol stations, man. What are you doing in prison, man? It's gotta do it. You know what I mean? Not poor. It's got to do what you do. Indian man smoke weed because why? You smoke weed, man. Even though you shouldn't, man. Anything you do, they gotta do. They ain't stressed. They got what are they stressed about? They know who their dad is, man. They didn't grow up seeing their dad smoke weed. So what they smoke weed for? What do you even know about weed, man? They see black people in the corner like, yo, I want to be like him, man. I gotta be like him, man. It's madness. But keep reading.
Against Israel, according to this time, it shall be said of Jacob Israel.
And also, sorry for me. And also, Muslims in England, do you know according to their Quran, they're not even allowed to listen to music, man. It's a sin for them to even sing. They can sing, but not to music, man. And who do you see in the BMWs playing the loud rap music, man? Playing the loud music, leaning back, man. Them, because they gotta be like you, man. They'll go against their God for you, man. That's how influential you are. That's how cool you are, black man. That's how much soul you have, man. They were just their God for you, man. Asians not even supposed to drink. In the Quran, you're not even allowed to drink, man. And who does see the off license drinking all the drink, man? Trying to act cool, them, because they want to be like you. They'll go against their God to be like you, man. They pump music loud, ridiculously loud, man. You can't hear nothing but bass, because they want to be like them black people, man. Like, so what about, but in the Quran, I don't know about that, man. I'm trying to be black here, man. I want to hear that Quran shit. Like, but I'm doing in the Quran, I want to hear that, man. I'm trying to be black here, man. Yeah, quiet, man. Sure. I'm trying to be like you, man. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, carry on. And even Arabs, so even Pakistanis, the only women that find them attractive are what? The ones that are black, man. Women don't find Indian man attractive. And the ones that do get a pass, the woman goes, he's not too bad looking. Why is that? You wanna know why? Because he got that low fade, man. He got them gold teeth in his head. He's more on the darker side. If you notice, the ones with the little the curtains and the gel, no woman don't want them, man. But the one with the low hair, the one who don't talk with that nasty Indian accent, talks to you know, like a black man, that's the ones that get a little And the Indian woman, the one in the sari with the long nose, that long nose, that hard bone here. Nobody don't want them, man. But the one with a bit of shape or a bit of darkness or color, that's the one that black men like, Exactly. They have to look like you, black man, before they can get any acknowledgement, any recognition, man. I know back in the day, there's some Indian man that could roll with us, man. They were kind of down, man. And guess what? Not with them curtains, they went. They were the ones that could act black a bit more. You know what I mean? Had a short. I'm lying, just had a bit darker. You know what I mean? They had a bit of had a low haircut, gold teeth and stuff, man. They could act Indian. They wouldn't get no love, man. To even look handsome, black man, you gotta look like us. For a woman to even look at them like, yo, you're not bad looking, you know. They had to dress like you, man, act like you, man. Else no one would look at them twice. You know what I mean? Keep reading.
What have God wrought?
And what have God worked, man? Keep reading.
Behold, they shall rise up as a great iron and lift up himself as a young iron. He shall not lie down.
The other part was the more he tried to curse us, but he's kept blessing us.
I got it.
22 is it or 23?
It's 24 and 1.
Can't hit that.
Numbers 24 and 1. And when Balaam saw that it pleased the Lord to bless Israel, he went not as the other times to seek for enchantments, but he set his face towards the wilderness.
Nah, man, the part was they tried to curse them, but he couldn't help but bless them. No?
It's deeper in 23, I think.
23, I think, try 23:20, is that the one?
Yeah, that's the one, yeah.
21, who... That's the one. Give me that one, or if it's one more. But anyway, this man was paid, hired to curse us, man. And he just couldn't do it, man. You know why? Because you can't curse Israel, man. You can't give us, you know what I mean, slap food and think that that's it for us, man. You can't make us poor, so that's it for them, man. Black people, we just don't know our place, man. You know, we don't know our place. We always do greater and greater and greater. You can't keep us down, man. We're just the greatest on the face of the earth. Read that for me.
Book of Numbers 23 and 11, verse 10. Who can count the dust of Jacob and the number of the fourth part of Israel?
What verse you at?
Verse 10.
No, sorry, carry on.
Let me die the death of the righteous, and let my last end be like his. And Balak said unto Balaam.
So this man, so I'll break it down for you. This man here was hired. The hired like, yes, I need to hire you. I need to curse Israel, man. So the man's like, all right, go do your job, curse him. And this man's saying, who's great like Jacob? Who can count the dust of Jacob? Is multi, you know, I will die as long as my last end is like him. I want to be like him. So the man that hired him saying, what the fuck, man? I was told you to curse these man. You know what I mean? This is not what I pay you for, man. I'm paying you to curse them. I'm paying you to put drugs in neighborhoods, man. I'm paying you to give them soulfish, man. I'm paying you to have that they're ugly and they're nothing and to make them poor and make them wear tracksuits, man. But every time you're blessing them, man, the more soulfish you give them, they turn it to the national dish. The more make them poor, they're taking them poor rags and they're making it trendy. My son's wearing them clothes now. Can you believe that? I put guns in neighborhoods and they ain't all dead, man. I put drugs in neighborhoods and they ain't all dead, man. These crack babies are coming off crack, they're getting stronger. What the hell's going on, man? I'm telling to abort their babies and there's more black people than ever, man. What's going on? We make the houses small in their neighborhoods so that they'll say, you know what, let's have one child. They're having 10 of them and they're fitting them in bunk beds and they're still strong, man. How is this possible, man? I'm paying to curse them. Why are you not cursing them? Keep reading.
What hast thou done unto me?
He said, what are you done unto them, man? I'm telling you to curse them and you're blessing them, man. What are you doing, man? Read on.
I took thee to curse mine enemies, and behold, thou hast blessed them.
Yes, I told you to curse them, man, but you're blessing them. And when you read the chapter, this man couldn't curse them. He just couldn't do it, man. He tried to, but he couldn't do it. And that's the same today, man. The people try to curse us, try to put us down, and we just get better, man. Black people will never be stamped. They will never be eradicated from the face of the earth, man. How is it a country so small on the map, man? It's tied on the map, got influences in all these big countries, man. Jamaica's a dot on the map, man. But yet everyone speaks like you in England. Everyone speaks like you in America. Everyone speaks like you in Japan. There's people in Japan living how you live, and you're just a dot on the island, man. You can drive around the whole island in 6 hours flat, man. Probably less. It's a dot. The whole country is a 2 million population, man. That's the same population as Birmingham, the city of Birmingham. That's all the country got, man. But everyone's talking like them. Everyone's acting like them, man. Black people are poor in America, man. On the bottom in America, man. Crack babies in America, man. Whores and this and pimps. Everything the same we are, man. But yet you want braids like them, though. You want to rap like them, though. You want the autograph when they walk in the street, when they come to your town, though. You're buying the tickets, though, when they're performing in your city, though, man. You don't speak English, man, but you buy them records, though. In order for a man to go up platinum, he sold what? Was that 1 million records?
1 million, no. That's 6 million.
6 million records, man. And they don't make all that just in America. I've seen 50 Cent go to Africa, man. African kids didn't speak African, man. They're like 50 Cent. Then they'll buy all the merchandise, everything, man. The India, the Indian boy was singing "These hoes ain't loyal," man. He knew the words, man. These hoes ain't loyal. And in the ghetto, we don't know the words to your song, man. You don't speak English where you come from, but you knew the words to that song, though. He was singing his ass off, man. It's like, like these hoes ain't loyal. He didn't know what hoe even is, man. He was singing it because why? You sing it, black man. No one can curse you, man. Much they try to put you down, black, you get better and better and better, man. You are the people law. You're a survivor, man. This is why the article on the BBC about white women, because the cuts in England, they're prostituting their bodies, man. And they're calling prostitution now survival sex. And black woman, you be suffering forever, man. You didn't sound nothing, man. You didn't sound nothing. You made a kind of corned beef stretch, man. You know why cabbage goes in corned beef? Stretch, man. Not it tastes good, but it got put it in there because it can turn something this big to this big. Now you ain't got corned beef. Now you got corned beef and cabbage. You feel me? That's how black women are, man. We didn't sound no front and cry and moan. I don't know what to do, man. It's not working. They're hopeless, man. If they can't have takeaway every day, Chinese every day, they're gonna sell their body, man. You're like, no takeaway today. I got this kind of corned beef, man. You bust that key, go round the can, man. And you get that cabbage, man. and you get some rice, so that shit stretches, man. 6 kids, man. 6 kids. I'm one of 6 kids, man. And I've never been hungry. My mom never said, kids, I'm going out tonight. We know we know fishnet tights. My mom never put a fishnet tights and said, you're going out tonight. I'm gonna get this rent, man. Never in my life, man. And I've never been bed hungry ever. You know why? Because she's the daughter of Zion, man.
That's right.
You can't curse her, man. You know what I mean? She makes sure the kids are taken care of. Everyone else complains. It ain't working, man. The Indian man come to England complain. I need my this, I need my that, I need my signal, I need my gyro, man. We are the people you can't put down, man. Keep reading.
Verse 12. And he answered and said, must I not take heed to speak that which the Lord has put in my mouth?
Read it one more time so like how you catch that.
And he answered and said, must I not take heed to speak that
So saying, must I not pay attention? We done?
which the Lord has put in my mouth?
So he's saying, listen, you're mad at me because I'm blessing them, but I got to listen to what the Lord said, man. I must take heed to what the Lord put this in my mouth. The Lord, these people are blessed by God. I can't curse them, man. Must I not take heed to what the Lord put in my mouth? The Lord put these words in my mouth. I must pay attention to it. I must take heed to it. The Lord blesses people, loves his people. I know what you're saying. You're saying I must curse them, but I can't, man. The Lord put these words in my mouth. I can't curse these people, man. No matter how much drugs I put in their neighborhood, you know what I mean? We can't destroy them. The Lord loves his people. It won't work, man. Keep going.
Verse 19. With God is not a man that he should lie.
Keep reading.
Nay, either the Son of Man that he should repent.
So the Bible says God is not a man that he should lie, neither is the Son of Man that he should repent. Repent means to change. And God chose these people from the beginning, man. And he don't lie, man. If God said they're blessed, they're going to be blessed. He don't lie. Men lie and say, you're a man. I'm a man already. Man lie. I love him, man. I don't really love you, man. So I pay tomorrow, man. Don't really pay you, man. God said he chose Israel, man. And God don't lie. God said he chose Israel and he don't change his mind. He'll say, you know what? Actually, you kind of get on my nerves, you know. I'm kind of done with you, man. Keep reading.
Have he said, and shall he not do it?
So he said, when God said something and not done it? When God said, listen, Abraham, I'll make you the sand of the sea, man. And actually, nah, I'm not too sure about that, you know. When has he ever done that? Did God say something and don't do it? You done?
Or have he spoken and shall not make it good?
And has God said something and not made it good? Made it good means make it right. He said something, do something, and then don't do it. You done?
Behold, I have received commandment to bless.
And he said, listen, the Lord told me to bless these people, man. You know, I know you're paying me, employing me to do this, but I can't curse them. The Lord told me to bless these people. Keep reading.
And he has blessed, and I cannot reverse.
There you go. You know, it's real one more time. That part's hard, man.
Behold, I have received commandment to bless.
So I've received commandment to bless. We done?
And he has blessed, and I cannot reverse it.
I said, listen, these people are blessed by the Most High. Guess what? I can't reverse it, man. I can't undo it, man. These people are blessed by God. I can't reverse it, man. Someone tell the white man that, man. Black people are blessed by God, and guess what? You can't reverse it, man. The drugs you put in my neighborhoods, you can't reverse it. All them council estates you put, and the prisons, and the metropolitan police, and tried it. Guess what? With all that, you still can't reverse it, man. All them tunes you put out there, you pay black women to teach other black women to be whores, man. And guess what? You still can't reverse this, man. We're blessed nonetheless, man. It's like the other one.
Yeah, I was at a friend's house on the weekend watching it's that show urban hip hop. It was the Hollywood one.
Can't.
That is not good to watch. All the fighting. I was exhausted watching it. Like, how do some people fight so much in a day? Like, you know what I mean? And again, that's to destroy our minds. But does it work on all of us? No. Like, the Lord still is going to bless us.
And we're blessed. Come on. Like, all the drugs we put in the neighborhoods, we're still here, man. Or, you know what I mean? They made us poor, man. They started a system, yeah, to keep black men in jail. The black men make some mistakes. People make mistakes, man. The prison system is there to punish you for your mistakes. And we pay our debt to society, man. We made a mistake and we get slapped, man. We get spanked. That spank was what? 7 years in jail, man. And we come out of jail and you punish us again. You're saying, yeah, we punish you for committing that robbery, but guess what? Now you can't get a job. That's 2 punishments, man. How am I supposed to eat, man? Money don't grow on trees, man. I have to work for it, man. And you're denying me the right to make money, man. And what do? We still live, man. We still live. All them rappers and celebrities, they were ex-criminals, man. And we still find a way. We still get around it, man. All these All these inventions that all these greatest inventions, who made them? Black people did, man. If I get the other article, man. Because the Lord has blessed us and you can't reverse it, man. You can give us slap and give us what you want, and guess what? We'll turn it into good food, man. All the greatest inventions are made by who? Slaves, man. And you know why slaves made the great invention? You know why? Did everyone know why slaves made the good inventions? It's like, yeah.
Because they did all the work.
They did the work. If I'm cutting all the cane, then I'm gonna make something that makes my job easier, man. And because I was a slave, because we were slaves, the white man took the invention, man. You can't keep us down. All the greatest inventions, they weren't made by rich black people, they were made by poor black people, man. They thought, yeah, we got them as slaves. They didn't get all the poor on the bottom, man. And these poor slaves that couldn't speak English properly, couldn't read a book properly, guess what? They was creating all these inventions, man. They were too busy making the light bulb, making the traffic light. And traffic light is something that you need to today, man. And guess what? A black man made that, man. The suitcase, a black man made that, man. The peanut butter and jelly sandwich, which is disgusting, mind you, a black man made that, man. We did it in black inventions.
All right, this is from the history.com. 9 black inventors.
And it's just 9. I got a pattern book this thick, man, with all black inventors. And the things they invented ain't not stupid. It ain't the beanbag. It ain't something like, give me some ridiculous. It's things that you need today. The traffic light, open heart surgery, the space suit, the space shuttle. Black men made this, man. Black things that you need every day, day to day. Black people made this, man. And guess what? These black men were poor, and these black men were slaves, and these slaves that was good for nothing, that didn't even wash, man, slept in the same room with the horse, man. They made this, and meanwhile, this rich, powerful, wealthy slave master, he didn't make it. None of his family made this. None of his cousins or uncles made this. We made it, man. That's how great we are, man. You can't keep us down, man. We definitely are, man.
9 black inventors who made daily life easier.
There are 9 black inventors that made daily life easier. Day-to-day life, things that you just, do day to day. Black people did this, man. Let's find out what black people made. Read.
Black innovators changed the way we live through their contributions from the caller ID to the traffic light.
To the traffic light, man. How important is a traffic light, man? Has anyone ever drove before when the traffic light ain't working? And you're shitting yourself? I've been driving one time and traffic lights is black. You seen it before? And you're like, yo, why can't you trust that traffic light, man? That traffic light keeps you safe, stops you from getting hit by oncoming traffic or traffic from the left or from the right, man. You've been driving before and you see no traffic light. Yeah. You get improvised. You're like, what? Nah, man, one time I was driving, there was no traffic light, it was black. You had it before now. And you're kind of looking left and right. And you're scared because you trust that traffic light, man. Black man made that. Your day-to-day life, black man made that, man. If it weren't for that, you'd be hit by oncoming traffic, crippled, dead. And a black man made the traffic lights that you need, man. You can't drive on the road without traffic lights, man. It wouldn't be safe enough. And a black man come with the idea, goes, you know what? Red, I'll make lights that at a certain amount of time, while these ones are green, these are red. People stop so he can go and then switch it over. Slave masters didn't do that. White people didn't do that. A black poor slave, he thought of that, man. And now every I'm saying it, every, not most, every single country in the world, China, Japan, everyone, even countries that didn't even have slaves, got traffic lights because a black man did it. That's how great you are, black man. You name a country that don't have it. Oh wait, every single country has traffic lights, even countries with no black people in there, because countries saw how good the black man was and go, that traffic light it's a good idea, man. Every country has traffic lights. Japan, China, North Korea, all don't have traffic lights, man. Keep reading.
Even to the ironing board.
Even to the ironing board, man. Every country has an ironing board, man. In every country, people need to iron their clothes. And what do they use to iron their clothes? An ironing board, man. And guess what? A black man did that. Keep reading.
Most have heard about the famous inventions like the light bulb.
The light bulb. Louis V. Lattimore, man. Create the light bulb. And guess what? Everybody uses a light. How else can you light a room up with that light bulb, man? There's no other way. There's no other method in 2019 but the light bulb. Back in them, there's people had a candle, man, a lamp, a lantern, and a strong breeze will blow that out, man. A black man made a light that can't be blown out, man. That you can't go, that wind can't blow out, man. That doesn't run on oil. The oil lamp, you turn it off when you're sleeping, why? Because set your house on fire. And the black man said, nah, man, make a way that it's safe. Won't set your house on fire. It won't burn out. And now guess what? All over the whole globe, people use light bulbs, man. Everyone uses light bulbs. Tell me a country that don't use light bulbs. Oh wait, everyone uses them. Everyone uses them, and a black man did that. Not a white man, not the slave master. A poor black man didn't have no money, who didn't know it, who had a white man's surname, didn't know who he was. He invented the light bulb, man. That's how great you are, black man. Keep reading.
The light bulb, the cotton gin, and the iPhone.
And the iPhone, man. But I give the iPhone a pass. I forget African man made it, so we give it a pass. But if it weren't for the people before him, he wouldn't have the idea for iPhone. In fact, a black man created the telephone anyway. So if it wasn't for the telephone, we wouldn't have the iPhone anyway. Right. So we paved the way, man. Just like Skepta is the greatest thing grime. He is. Yeah, I'll give it to that. But if it wasn't for the people before him, it wouldn't be no grime, man.
That's right.
It wasn't for jungle and dancehall and reggae music. It wouldn't be, Skepta uses arse slang in his lyrics anyway. It wasn't for us to have nothing to rap about, man. But anyway, that's the class. I'm handing over to Priest and Prophet on 5,000 Parasha with announcements and the prayers.
All right, that was a powerful class. Give us the Prophet a hand. Right, we are the I.S.U.P.K. Started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA. Rule for a new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will call each other. After these 6 months, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8 to 10, means 10% of every penny of any increase you receive from the Lord. Priest fund, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holy convocations is Hanukkah, which is Friday, the 20th of December. Then also we have the lecture, Great Britain Isn't Great, which is on Saturday, the 28th of December. Also as well, both events are at the same school, 394 Lodge Road, postcode B18 5PW. All Acumen Aquaf, check the bulletin board in the hallway and check all I.S.U.P.K social media, so Facebooks, Instagrams, Twitters, YouTubes, etc. And if anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirts, pants, headbands, and scarves, and with that, I'm Madia, and we're going to rise and face the east, and we're going to say the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakwafka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Barataza, Kawo, Hayah, Bashemayim, Funanawa, Lakam, Cow, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Kabawaknawa, Wasalaknawa, Kabawaknawa, Wala'ah, Kabaya Banasayawan, Abor, Kabashainawa, Mayan, Right, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahafapara, Iwalumya, Aman, in the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven, Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debt, as we forgive our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Amen. So with that, have a seat, and for the men, I'm Madian. So we're going to give the teacher one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, I Madim Shabbat, I Madim Barak, Yahweh Bahashemi Habashai Barakatah.
Yahweh Ba Shemi Habashai Barakatah.
They're going to say Sa, which means turn. And the sisters, I Madim. Men of Israel, I Madim Shabbat, I Madim Barak.
Yahweh Shema Alatah Ba Shemi Habashai.
Yad Yimata, class dismissed.